My name is Emilie Ramirez and I attend Mission Bay and I am currently a junior. My mentor has devoted a lot of her time to helping me to improve my career field closer to STEM. She has introduced me to a lot of her coworkers and her peers, and she's very helpful. She has introduced me to one of her peers who just happened to be a doctor in the certain medical field that I wanted to be in. She introduced me to one of the speakers, and she was so sweet, and she was telling me all about her time at school and how she was unable to balance between her social life and school life. But then she gave me some tips, and she also told me that I should be very invested in balancing my time between both of them just by simply writing in a planner, which I thought was the smallest thing. And not recently, but it's been a while that I started to do it, and it's actually helped out a lot. I want to be a doctor, but at first I wanted to be a nurse, understanding that nurses have a very busy and a hardworking schedule. I kind of got guided into becoming a doctor more, even with knowing that they attend school for more years. What kind of persuaded me into going into that field was that I witnessed my godmother give birth, which was amazing, but very uncomfortable at the same time. It kind of guided me into becoming a nurse, to being able to help out other women step by step through the guide that they're going through with their bodies and their changes. And I'm a very social person, so I'm very caring as well. I'm just more of a people person, and I think it connects with it. SD2 has introduced you to many different companies and organizations, and they've pushed me out to be able to understand how to research the company and how to ask different questions that might give me more of an understanding than usual. They've taught me how to address to a certain person, how to be respectable. They've also taught me how to socialize with them on a one-on-one level, on a personal level, how we can all talk to one another. One of the most important things that they've done is actually pushing me out there, because I would have just stayed in my little circle, but they've just generally helped me on a lot with that. Out of meeting all of those different companies, it kind of gave me a different perspective on what they all do to just improve us as a society and how they help and encourage those in a medical way as well. One that I had thought to seem to stand out a little more had been tandem diabetes. Understanding that a few of my family members have diabetes, they struggle with it, so it interferes with their personal lives as well. And tandem diabetes, they've really made a big contribution to understanding different aspects of the who, what, where, when, and why, which I think is very important, and being able to understand how it affects them in a personal life, but as well as just emotionally and physically as well. A special memory that I would have with SD2 would be the first time that we met, because I kind of just shoved myself into that whole circle because everybody was very awkward and we were all nervous. So I just kind of kept speaking and stuttering at the same time. So they were all telling me to not be nervous, and I told them not to be nervous as well. And we all kind of introduced ourselves from there. We also did an obstacle course, which kind of helped us communicate to one another, even though we didn't know each other, which I thought was amazing. And just meeting all of my fellows kind of brightened up my day, being able to know that I was gonna be able to talk to them for a while and to also help them, and they helped me, so it's kind of a win-win.